Now let's come to our guest speaker today, who is Dr. Mohammed Safdar Bhaiti. Let's make a good introduction about him. He is an ELT expert with 26 years IELTS and TOEFL teaching and training experience. He has widely published in numerous peer-reviewed research journals, authored 4 books, supervised extensively, and has delivered keynote and plenary speeches and various international forums. He has conducted and attended scores of ELT workshops, seminars within the country. He has honorably doctorate in ELT and applied linguistics by an American university. In the field of ELT. He is a recipient of National Human Rights Professional Award 2016 by IHRO, Islamabad, Pakistan. He is also awarded Certificate of Pride and Honor by Arab Translators Association in Palestine. He is among 128 intellectuals, educators, and scholars from all over the world who got this certificate. ART has also awarded him Academic Excellence Award. Currently, he is teaching in the Islamic University of Bahawalpur-Pakistan. Sorry for pronouncing maybe wrongly. Welcome, Dr. Mohammed. Now the floor is yours. We are so glad to meet you in this webinar. Welcome, and please go ahead.
Thank you very much, respected ma'am, for your very nice introduction. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. And good evening to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Azam, Amir Al-Azam, and the whole ArTA team for having this joint venture to arrange this webinar. I'm very pleased to talk in this webinar as a guest speaker. And the topic of my talk is my screen visible to all of you?
It is,
yes,
sir.
Yes.
Okay. Role of presentation and communication skills in digital era. And that is the brief sketch of my talk. Respected audience, as you know, regardless of one's personal charm, presenting clearly and persuasively is a skill that everyone can learn, refine, and master. Good presentation skills are central to success in today's life, especially when most of our presentations are done in the digital world. Who are successful are the people who can transmit their views, ideas, and enthusiasm to others, whether in person or online. Communication is a valuable part of building relationships and friendships. Using words, body language, and other non-verbal clues, recipients will be able to understand our thoughts, needs, and wants. In today's world, communication is an extremely important component of success. It is a vital part of society. It plays a lot of roles and it is essential for survival. People use it to encourage, share ideas, connect, inform, and many more. I would like to move towards the role of digital technology. Technology has the ability to enhance daily living from appliances to mobile devices and computers. Technology is everywhere. In the rise of digital communication, technology can actually help communication skills because it allows people to learn written communication to varying audiences. Digital world has become the way we conduct our relationships, engage with our world, and conduct our business. It has also become the primary communication medium to engage with life. Digital technology is considered to be one of the most important drivers of linguistic change in a modern period. Over the last decade, With its remarkable entry as an educational device, the tradition of teaching has drastically changed. What is presentation? Basically, that is telling or conveying something to someone else who wants to hear or needs to hear. That is a skill developed through training and practice. It becomes effective when produces desired results. There are two types of presentation, informal and formal. Formal is a talk to a group of people on a specified topic for a set period of time, while informal presentation is a brief talk in a seminar or webinar. The purpose of presentation is to inform, persuade, or educate. Presentation skills can be defined as a set of abilities that enable an individual to interact with the audience, transmit the messages with clarity, engage the audience in the presentation, and understand the mindsets of the listeners. Many presentation skills apply to both in-person and digital presentations. Good presenters know that the approach is different. In-person presentations have a more captive audience, while digital presentations have a greater opportunity for distractions. A presenter is now competing against diminished attention spans and increased home and work life distractions with differing priorities. These are some essential points for the presentation: objectives, motivate to listen; limitations, body of presentation, deliver with a presence; beginning, conclusion, and inviting the questions. Why are you giving this talk? It must be your objective. How much do your audiences already know? Effects of presentation, what you want, and state what you hope to achieve. These are some limitations. How much time have you got? Level of language, method of instruction, whether it is demonstration, a performance, a role play, group activities, or something else. How to deliver with a presence? Always arrive in good time, get familiar with room and audio-visual equipments, make eye contact with the people in friendly way, always speak slowly, clearly, and loudly, and use visual aids if possible, and leave some time at the end for questions. How to start or give the beginning to the presentation? Define the main objective of your presentation, give a brief outline of your topic, and always have eye contact with your audience. What happens if your audience appear to be bored? You need to know, motivate your audience to listen to you and get them involved at the very outset, and remain focused on the main points of your talk. Keep logical connections between the points and let your audience know that you are just going to take questions at the end. How should the body of presentation be? It should cover the essential information. It should provide examples, allow room for discussion and clarification. And how to conclude your presentation? Restate the main points, summarize, express your own feelings on the subject, leave the audience with a parting shot to stimulate their thoughts that there was some presenter over there. And how to invite the questions? Repeat the question and keep cool, rephrase your answer if necessary, give others right to disagree. There are some steps involved in your presentation. Analyze the situation, organize your ideas, and develop effective delivery technique. How to analyze the situation? The speaker, what is your relationship with your audience? And the purpose, what is your goal? To inform, to persuade, or to entertain? What are the audience? Who they are? What do they know? How will they react? How to organize your ideas? There must be opening and your proper purpose and development of main points, review and summary, and there must be proper closing. Gain attention and clarify your topic, show benefits to the listeners, introduce yourself, and show that your qualification. Organize your ideas. The purpose should be to develop a purposeful slides and explain purpose of the discussion orally. How to organize your ideas, main points. Develop main points to be discussed in the class and don't leave any of the important points. Don't give any space to unimportant issues and elaborate clearly. How to organize your ideas? Now we are going to move towards the conclusion. Review, summarize your main points, then refer to the opening or refer to the importance of your lesson. How to develop effective delivery techniques, eye contact, non-verbal communication, speaking voice, notes, and handling of the questions. Effective eye communication, stay for about 5 seconds and avoid eye scoot, slow blink, gazing out the window. Non-verbal communication, your posture should be upper body posture and lower body posture. You have to take care of that. And your facial expression should be look pleasant, smile whenever appropriate, and energy. Start strong, show enthusiasm, and with high spirits. Your speaking voice, you have to take care of your intonation and you must be very clear in your tone. Prepare separate notes for your discussion. Avoid reading the whole papers. Don't use the screen as your notes. And handling of the question, you will have to acknowledge the audience and why they are going to ask this question. Repeat the questions why you have asked. And what if you don't know the answer? It doesn't matter because you are not a machine, you are a man. And when answering, don't look at the questionnaire. These are some basic logistics which you have to remember. Check out your presentation space, confirm the presentation time and length, ask about the size of your audience, prepare a backup plan, practice, arrive early. You will have to take care, consider the location that you will use, the temperature, lighting, space, sounds, and the technology. These are some problems, common problems, which our presenters face. Negative self-image, I don't know, or I know a lot. Vocabulary level, failure to be audience-centered, verbal and non-verbal messages disagree, voice quality, and situational factors. Motivation, self-confidence, self-awareness, and enthusiasm. And I would like to give you some suggestions and techniques to manage this transition. Be interactive and dynamic. Communicate visually and limit the text. Communicate in a non-linear way. Provide multiple entry points. Make your content digestible, not dense. Engage your audience in a conversation. Don't preach. Always be transparent. Before ending, I would like to give you some general advice. Lots of background research should be done. Be organized, prepare in a plenty of time, structure your presentation, practice your presentation, use note cards, have confidence. How the confidence comes? When you will know your stuff. Enjoy the experience. Use humor if possible. Dress for the occasion. Don't leave preparation until the last minute. Don't worry too much. Don't mumble. Don't rush the presentation by speaking too fast, and don't go over the time. And thanks for your patience and lending me your ears. And any question, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Safadar. Thank you very much. Very interesting presentation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Safdar. Thank you.
So nice of you.
Yes. Now,
so nice
if there is, yes. Sorry. Yes. Go ahead if you have any ideas. Dr. Safdar.
Yes,
ma'am. Yes. Have you finished?
Yes, ma'am. I have finished.
Yes, great presentation and informative at the same time. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us this night. Thank you. Now, our guest, ضيوفنا إذا في مجال, yes, you can go ahead and ask questions. واللي بيحكيش إنجليزي ممكن نحاول نترجم له سؤاله. بس يا ريت نرفع اليد لو سمحتوا. اللي حابب يسأل أي سؤال please raise your hand in order to ask Dr. Safdar any question you like. Dr. Rizk, are you with us?
Yes, Ms. Shawki, yes, I'm with you.
Yes, always we are glad to hear you. Shall you comment or shall you ask any question to our guest?
Actually, I don't have any questions personally to Mr. Safdar, but I would like to thank him for this informative presentation,
Yes.
which is equal to 4-year study in the university, really. It is a good preparation for any teacher, Mr. Safdar. Thank you so much.
Yes,
So nice of you.
really,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate this presentation and I liked it very much. It is full of information. It is very important for every educator all over the world. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad. Thank you, Dr. Rizk. Thank you. There is a question in the chat from Mr. Abdul Rahman. He says he is a student at the university. How can he develop his English and be perfect or very perfect in it? What are the steps that he should follow in order to be a very active and perfect student at the university? Please, Dr. Safdar, go ahead.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for this question. Actually, I would like to ask from that person from which country he is. If I talk about Pakistan, here the English is going to be taught as a second language. Whenever I'm going to, because I'm teaching at the university level, and I always make my students listen. I try to give them some, they are supposed to speak, because the more you listen, the more you speak. I just make them listen and give them ample ear training.
Yes, please, Doctor, shall we stop to tell him in Arabic because he is a Palestinian one, maybe?
Okay.
Mr. Abdul Rahman, where are you from? من وين أنت أستاذ عبد الرحمن؟ راح نحاول نترجم لك أستاذ عبد الرحمن. اكتب لي مصر. He is an Egyptian one. He is an Egyptian. Yes.
Okay.
بحكي لك the first step or the first step is you should listen and listen and listen, because listening is the first skill that may help you in order to develop yourself. Yes. يعني بدك لازم تسمع وتسمع وتسمع مشان